Have you ever wondered what it's like to be a roller coaster enthusiast? Or maybe you're looking for a hobby? Well, get ready to experience heart-pounding excitement of the roller coaster world. In this video, we'll explore the unique experiences that roller coasters offer. We'll also discover the incredible community of roller coaster enthusiasts who come together to celebrate their love for these towering marvels of engineering. You might think that being a roller coaster enthusiast is all about roller coasters. Well, I'm here to tell you it's not. My hope is that this documentary can inspire others. Maybe to reach out, make a friend, join a club, and get involved. Roller coasters can change your life. My name is Rich, and I'm going to show you how roller coasters changed my life and the lives of so many others. With so much negativity in the world today, go to a roller coaster event, you're going to see so many different people from all walks of life, all there with one common interest. Being a roller coaster enthusiast is a hobby. It's a passion. It's also a blood-pumping adrenaline rush. And it all started with the making of the movie Roller Coaster. Roy Brashears, Paul Greenwald, and Richard Munch all met up at King's Dominion for a roller coaster riding marathon. This was to help promote the movie, and so they decided to form a club in which they would allow other members to join, but it wasn't until the following year when they held their first major event. And it all started with the Loch Ness Monster at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. When this thing first opened in 1978, it was way ahead of its time. It offered the world's first continuous track interlocking loop. With the structure reaching 130 feet, this coaster was massive during that time. To help promote the ride, Busch Gardens Williamsburg decided to host the first ever National Roller Coaster Convention. And this is where ACE was born, the American Coaster Enthusiast Club. The park offered the first ever ERT, exclusive ride time. This would pave the way, along with all of these great people who were pioneers in bringing us one of the best hobbies and most diversified communities out there. This would also lead to manufacturers pushing the limits and trying to create some of the most thrilling attractions and roller coasters on Earth. The roller coaster enthusiast of today has evolved so much, with so many different clubs and events to choose from, and all of them offering different things. What started off as just some riders getting exclusive ride time has now grown into so much more. Some of these events are now a few days long, offering fast passes for the entire weekend, most of them offering food and beverages, a lot of behind-the-scene tours of different attractions, even putting a cap on how many tickets they sell. That way they limit the crowds and give the coaster enthusiast the best experience possible. I believe that roller coasters bring people together. I also believe that one coaster and one experience can alter the trajectory of your life. For me, that roller coaster is Steel Vengeance. Although a lot of people have a lot of different opinions on coasters, my favorite happens to be Steel Vengeance. I just love the head choppers. You literally feel like your head's gonna get ripped off during the second half of this ride. The first drop's incredible, the air time is incredible, but there are so many different coasters out there that I absolutely love. One thing's for sure, everybody has an opinion and everybody has a favorite coaster, and nobody's wrong.
Steel Vengeance?
Yeah.
No. Wildcat's Revenge is not even close.
Hi, my name is Haley, and I'm a roller coaster enthusiast, and I'm also 7 years old. All the money from this video will be donated to give kids the world. So make sure to watch a couple commercials.
A good friend of mine, Tyler, once told me that RMC and Aerodynamics were the two most similar manufacturers. I never quite understood what he meant till the day I went on Magnum XL 200 at Cedar Point just a few months ago. And though I had been on this coaster plenty of times, I got to thinking, isn't it amazing that Aerodynamics was able to be the first one to make a coaster that was over 200 feet? They were also the first ones to make a coaster with interlocking loops. And although Aerodynamics isn't my favorite coaster manufacturer, a lot of other people absolutely love Aero, and you can't help but appreciate the things they were able to accomplish. Same goes for RMC. RMC has built some of the best roller coasters on Earth. When the Loch Ness Monster first opened, it had massive lines, hours long. Same goes for Magnum XL 200. Whenever an RMC coaster opens up, there's always massive lines. Now I can't speak for Steel Vengeance or Iron Gwazi, but I'm sure the lines on opening day and opening week were insane. But I can tell you, I was there for Wildcat's Revenge, opening day, and it was absolutely insane, but in a good way. There was such a buzz in the air about this coaster, and people were really excited. There was a special feeling that day that I can't even describe. One thing's for sure, RMC brought people to the coaster community. They made roller coaster enthusiasts out of people who never thought they could get involved in such a thing. I know Steel Vengeance did that for me. One ride on this thing, and I was hooked. So much like Aerodynamics did with bringing people into the coaster community, RMC has been able to replicate this. That's not to take anything away from other great roller coaster manufacturers. What I'm saying is I truly believe that there is a roller coaster out there for everyone. One that can really make you a roller coaster enthusiast. You just have to find it. You may think that there's an off season for coasters, but it never stops. Different clubs will offer exclusive events to go and check out a coaster that's in the process of being built, or one that's newly constructed and not yet open to the general public. Most of these events are exclusive to certain clubs, such as ACE, MCN, Coaster Crew, and numerous other clubs out there. However, the parks a lot of times offer different events as well. Some of them are catered and also offer first-to-ride experiences. You don't have to belong to a roller coaster enthusiast club to be a roller coaster enthusiast. But if you do love roller coasters, I would highly recommend possibly looking into joining a club, because it can save you a lot of money and you can take full advantage of exclusive ride time along with all the other great perks that are offered exclusively to these certain clubs. You'll also be able to enjoy these events with people that are just as passionate about roller coasters as you are. Join me as I travel to different parks from all around the country and I talk to numerous roller coaster enthusiasts, and you hear their thoughts on what it means to be a coaster enthusiast. No sleep. Look at Matt, he's sleep deprived.
Yep.
Bless his heart. But he is here at 1:30 in the morning and ready to go. A true coaster enthusiast. We are here at Hollywood Nights. Got Andy here with me. I met him exactly a year ago at Wildcat's Revenge. And here we are at one of the biggest roller coaster events in the country. Best of friends.
Wouldn't be any better, right?
Yeah. Yep. And Matt, we only met this guy. We only met him in September. It's crazy. So here we are, all three of us, you know, here at this event, and it's going to be a blast. We're excited. I'm here with my good buddy Kim.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hey!
And Kim and I met about 3 years ago. I want to say, what did you say? Been about 3 years, right? On Facebook. We just met on Facebook.
We met on Facebook, basically debating over roller coasters.
Yep.
And then we just both kind of decided through debating
We're gonna be friends.
Maybe we could be the worst of enemies and the best of friends. And then we met up for the first time last summer
Yep.
at Kings Island, and the rest is history, and we're ready to make more memories together.
Yep. And that's what I always try and say is roller coasters bring people together.
Absolutely.
Yep. One thing I wanted to ask you, man, because to me, I feel like being a roller coaster enthusiast brings people together, and I know that's what you're all about.
Absolutely.
Your entire club is all about bringing people together. What is it that you feel like really brings people together with the coasters?
Networking.
Yeah.
Networking. Meeting people from all different walks of life and networking with them, from people who don't look like you, people who's different from you, and you network with those people and magic happens. Magic happens. That's what I figured out in life. Like when you network with people who are different from you, don't look like you, who have a different mindset than you, and you collab that together, greatness happens. So that's what I did. That's why we call Melanin Coastal Network. That's why I put the word network on the end of our name, because networking is important. And our motto is bridging the gap by bringing people together.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
When I say roller coasters bring people together, I mean it. This gentleman you see here with the hat on, his name is Jeff. And I had the honor and privilege of meeting this guy. He made a $500 donation for charity in order to get the last ride of the night on the voyage. It was supposed to be a Zen ride, but he wanted to bring other enthusiasts to enjoy this experience with him. So he asked me to go. I was honored. I later sat down with Jeff and found out just how remarkable of a person he is. He shared with me about a girl who was at a Penguins game who needed a kidney. Turns out Jeff donated his kidney. In doing so, he saved this young lady's life. It's people like Jeff that inspire me to be a better person every day. You see, these are the kind of people that you meet in the roller coaster community. Like meeting Scott from Coaster Force. What a great guy. And he was kind enough to share his thoughts on what it meant to be a coaster enthusiast to him.
My favorite thing about being a roller coaster enthusiast are the people. I've met some of my closest friends through this hobby. We've traveled the world together. And I mean, while I love roller coasters, obviously, just the adventures we have along the way, it just makes it all worthwhile.
Not only do you get to meet some of the other enthusiasts from around the world, but you also get to travel. And like Scott said, it's about the adventures along the way. Just after we were done with this trip, we headed straight down to Texas for the roller coaster rodeo. But before that, we visited Six Flags Over Texas.
Just landed. Getting ready to go to Six Flags over Texas. Here we come. About to head into Six Flags Over Texas.
Being a roller coaster enthusiast can sometimes be about chasing coaster credits. As an example, my friend Matt hadn't been to Six Flags Over Texas, so this was his first visit. So he wanted to get every single coaster credit that was available. And we succeeded. The only thing that makes it tough is sometimes you're not able to stay at some of these parks, but sacrifices have to be made when you're going to a roller coaster event, because that is your top priority. That's not to say you don't make certain pit stops along the way. We stopped at ZDT's, which is a small family amusement park, but they have one coaster there, the Switchback. It's the first and only wooden shuttle coaster. Such a cool experience. I later found out that this coaster is now for sale. So being a coaster enthusiast, you treasure these moments because you were able to experience a coaster that could end up in another country far out of your reach. To anybody who's considering maybe becoming a roller coaster enthusiast, nobody throws a party quite like Jeffrey Siebert. He's the park president of Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. And boy, does he show you a great time at this park. The roller coaster rodeo is evolving into one of the best roller coaster events in the country, and I highly recommend going out there if you've never been to a roller coaster event. This one is incredible. It was absolutely my favorite roller coaster event of the year. There were so many different tours and behind the scenes stuff that you just don't get to see as a regular park guest. We got to experience going up the quarry wall and just taking in all those great views of this incredible park, along with the endless shows, incredible meals that they had for us every single day, as well as meal vouchers to get food while we were in the park. This event cost me roughly $100 after my purchase of a season pass, so it was well worth it. And of course I got to hang out with fellow enthusiasts.
So I'm here with my buddy Jay.
So what's up?
Yeah, Coasters and Travels. So Jay,
Yes.
what is the best part about being a coaster enthusiast?
All right, so my answer to that, to me, is the community. I think we have one of the better communities out there. And I love, as far as me personally as a coaster enthusiast, I just like all different types of roller coasters. I like traveling to these places. I like meeting different people when I'm there. Even, someone who mostly is solo. When you're at an amusement park, you're really never solo because there's a whole bunch of other people like me out there riding roller coasters. So even if you know people, if you don't know them, roller coasters bring people together.
Yes, they do. What do you think is the best part about being a coaster enthusiast?
The best part of being a coaster enthusiast is the people. Like the coasters are obvious and traveling, great coasters, great parks, but the people, I think, is the number one. Meeting different people from different places, different backgrounds, blah, 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 and coming together with a kind of common interest.
Yeah.
So I love meeting all these new people.
Yeah,
Definitely. What about you?
the same thing, man. Coasters bring people together.
It does.
That's how I met you.
Amen. That's right.
Yep.
That's right. I just met a really cool couple back there.
Yeah.
Like older in the 60s or something.
Yeah.
Somebody I would never probably meet in regular life.
Exactly.
And we're laughing, talking. That's good stuff.
I'm hoping I don't step on a rattlesnake.
Yeah, forget about it. We'd be done.
What do you think is the best thing about roller coasters and being an enthusiast?
Connections you make, the friendships you make. We get to be little kids even though we're older, or you can be any age, I guess.
Yep.
And just having a passion of being able to, it's the best passion in the world. Like I look at my life and I'm just like, no one else has more fun than we do, you know?
That's right.
And that's the great thing about it. We just ride rides and keep riding coasters and meet great people like this guy right here.
Yeah.
And he motivates us to be better.
Thank you.
Just like that, the roller coaster rodeo event came to an end. But it was still early on in the season. It was only June, so I still had some planning to do for my family trips. One thing you will hear fellow enthusiasts say that they enjoy most about being coaster enthusiasts is the fact that you get to travel a lot. Well, that's what I like to do with my family. There is no doubt that being a roller coaster enthusiast is one of the most family-friendly hobbies out there. This year, we decided to go out to the Midwest. We had never been out there, so we hit up 4 different theme parks: Adventureland, Worlds of Fun, Silver Dollar City, and Six Flags St. Louis. We enjoyed all 4 of these parks. They all offered something totally different from the other. One of our favorite things to do during our different road trips is we love to stop at some of the different mountain coasters along the way. Me, I'm a people person. My wife, not so much. But I always just love running into other enthusiasts.
What do you love about being a coaster enthusiast the most?
I love all of these events and meeting new people. Yes.
Yeah, what do you love about being a coaster enthusiast?
Meeting other people, riding with other enthusiasts.
So I'm here with Chris from Airtime Thrills.
What's up?
And Chris, what do you think is the best thing about being a coaster enthusiast or like a theme park enthusiast?
Probably being able to travel around places gives you an excuse to go see the country, go see the world. A lot of times you
might skip things that you might want to see because you're like, oh, I don't want to see Buckingham Palace because I'm going to Alton Towers. But, it's all about priorities. But regardless, you still get to go to other places, other states, other countries, see other cultures, and that's probably the coolest thing, just in general, other than just the awesome rides, too.
So I'm here with Tyler,
Hi.
and I just absolutely had to get this interview with him because one of the things that I love most about being a roller coaster enthusiast is the people that you meet. And I have gotten to know Tyler over the last 2 years. Tyler has basically evolved from somebody who I would say was very shy when I first met him, and one of the most outgoing people that you would ever meet now. And I just think it's awesome, the person that he has grown into, so positive, such a nice guy. And I feel like, I don't want to speak for Tyler, but I feel like roller coasters and the people that you meet with roller coasters have played a role and a toll in that. Would you say?
Yeah.
Tyler?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So one of the things I wanted to ask Tyler was, what do you think is the best part about being a coaster enthusiast?
Well, I think the best part about being a coaster enthusiast is just getting to ride all of just every ride and just going to every park, and also just connecting with other people and sharing opinions and just see where everyone lies in terms of it. And I would say the best advice would be to just force yourself to just do it, because that's what I did, and it changed my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roller coasters will change your life.
Yeah.
And that is 100% true. I know they've changed my life, and I'm just so very fortunate to be able to go to a lot of these different parks and meet so many great people. Just seeing this guy now, and so happy, and he's on There Goes Wildcats Revenge. But seeing this guy now, so happy, and the amount of friends that he has, and such a positive person in the coaster community. I had to get him on this video because just seeing his positivity makes me want to be more positive.
Oh, thanks. Really, definitely. It really means a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nothing says roller coaster quite like memories. You make some of the best memories ever, being on a roller coaster with your friends and family. This year we had to say goodbye to King Dakar, but it's memories like this that you really treasure, because these coasters we know are not going to be around forever. At some point, they either have to alter them or refurbish them or do something. Sometimes they even have to scrap them. It is sad to see, but you understand why they have to do it, and you just hope that the ride that replaces it will be just as good, if not better. Roller coasters can help with so many different issues. I have a lot of friends that suffer from numerous different things, whether it be alcohol abuse, depression, anxiety, PTSD. One thing's for sure, there's so many different types of roller coaster enthusiasts. Nobody's the same. Everybody struggles. A lot of people struggle with weight issues and being able to ride some of these coasters. And believe me, I know that all too well. But the joy that roller coasters can bring, those endorphins releasing in your brain, there's no better feeling. For that minute or minute and a half, you are free. Absolutely free from everything.
Hey all, my name is McLean Waddell, better known to most of you as the Fury Guy. And I'm here to tell you why I ride Fury 325 just so much. Let's start with some background first. So, Fury 325, as I'm sure you're aware, is the world's tallest and fastest traditional lift hill coaster. It zooms at 95 miles an hour, zooming through North and South Carolina at just over 6,600 feet of track. If I had to say so, it's a pretty unique machine. As for me, I've always had an anxious quirk about me, having gone through a handful of mental challenges in my youth and suffering from a brain injury later in my teen years, which really exacerbated those sufferings with anxiety and just overall negativity. More so, having the brain injury, treating these issues really became a unique battle, with most normal chemistry and therapies just not working. That's where Fury 325 comes in. When the coaster opened in 2015, I knew I had to get out and ride this world record breaking coaster, especially because it's basically my backyard, right? On the first ride, though, guess what? I lost my car keys. But I decided, let's not make this a negative trip and continue to ride while I wait for some support to bring me my backup car keys. After a few rides, I noticed something's changing in my brain, and I felt calm and a little easier to process my thoughts and really just relaxed, right? I really, at this point, made it a point to visit the park again and again to explore this new feeling. As the end of the first year closed, I thought, hey, why don't I pair one of my long-standing therapies, being music, with Fury? Gosh, that really opened the gates, and it was off to the races at that. In the coming seasons, I rode more and more, really realizing the potential this therapy had on my everyday life. I became more and more aware of how many rides gave me this therapeutic effect, unlike any other treatment has really ever been able to help. I then made it a point to really begin building these visits into my daily life. Instead of having a drink after work to calm down, I'd head to Fury to get a dozen laps or more. On days that I just couldn't wake up and I needed to get more energy and try to be more productive, I'd head to Fury for an hour or two and get a few laps to start the day. This feeling of calm and control that I get from a handful of laps really seems to be residual as well, which is great because it really builds up those great feelings and slowly diminish over the coming days. I usually visit the park for an hour or a few and ride Fury 325 anywhere from 15 to 40 or so laps each visit. After last weekend's visits, that leaves me with just over 12,330 laps on Fury 325. Just doing a little math, that's over 15,000 miles of track and almost 26 full days of my life I've spent in a seat on Fury 325. In the years I've ridden, I've really never ridden with a goal of trying to ride more, trying to get to a certain number, or trying to ride the most. Just really long enough to get the effect that really helps me live a happier life. The park and the staff executives know me well, and they coined the name Fury Guy for me after that first year. I can only foresee my ride total continuing to increase with the good feeling that I get, really with no end in sight. Hey, if you're ever in Charlotte, North Carolina, and want to catch a lap or two on Fury 325 with the Fury Guy, just let me know. I'm here for that. And if you want to know more or get any more detailed about why I ride, just reach out to me on all or any of my socials at the Fury Guy. Thanks so much for listening. Have a good one.
So, I'm here with Swiney. He's a Marine, and he's going to tell you the benefits that being a coaster enthusiast could have. If you are a former service man or woman, what do you think, Swiney? What's the benefits of being a roller coaster? Like, what do roller coasters do for people who may be struggling with something?
And it's a way to release. It's the adrenaline, the motivation. Just a great way to come to the park, have a good time, get on some coasters, and just let it all go.
Yep.
Just have some fun.
Yep.
A few years ago, when I had to drop some vices for health reasons, I realized that I had not really been keeping up very much with what was going on in the roller coaster world. I had not really taken any trips or anything like that. And then I had found a few YouTube videos, saw people going from park to park to park, doing all this cool stuff, and realized there's really not a whole lot stopping me from doing that. And I went right back into my childhood passion of going on roller coasters, and it's been a blast, and it really filled that void, and it's been very good for my mental health. It's given me things to look forward to. It's been giving me a great hobby to keep up with, and I'm very grateful.
Joe, what would you say to anybody that was looking to be a roller coaster enthusiast or get involved with roller coasters? Is it a good community of people?
I mean, yeah, like everyone's supportive, trying to get you on a ride. I'm like, well, we're supportive for your daughter.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. Couple rides, so I'm like, we try to support each other, especially when you're scared.
What do you like best about being a coaster enthusiast?
I'm just there for the adrenaline rush.
That's right.
Being a coaster enthusiast is great. However, being a theme park enthusiast is better. when you tell your young self, when you look at all those videos on the internet on where you want to go, and you actually start going to those places, you'll call yourself a theme park enthusiast because you just enjoy everything about being out. Whatever you see online is what you honestly really want to do, and go do it. That's all I can say. You do with your heart. So if whatever you actually feel that you really want to do, you can carry it through. You know, we all want to live our dreams, and this is one of them. So I definitely encourage everybody to go through the right reins. The next one, like this one, because it's definitely something special, and I can't share it. I can't not share it with anybody like Adam, Rich, Joe, everybody that's here today.
What would you say is the most rewarding thing about being a coaster enthusiast?
Oh man, the adrenaline rush, the traveling, getting to meet awesome people, and then just finding the best ones. Like when you finally get on a Velocicoaster or in Gwazi, Steel Vengeance, and you conquer it, and you see what everyone else was talking about.
Yeah.
And you experience it for yourself. It's awesome.
Yes. Here for pretty much the last event of the year for me, personally. But we're here at CocoCon, Hershey Park. Gonna get some rides on Sky Rush, Wildcats Revenge, and all the other great, amazing coasters here. This is my home park, so I ride these all the time. But gonna ride them with some ERT tonight. I'm here with my buddy Vinny.
Hi.
What's the best part about being a roller coaster enthusiast?
Just going to different parks. You know, there's something new in every park. It's great. No coaster is like the other, and it's just awesome.
Yeah. And the people we meet, right?
The people, the adrenaline, everything. You know, going around with my family brings us together. You know, with my son and everything like that, my wife. You know, meeting so many people. It's great. It's great.
Yep. This is what it's all about. Hanging here with my boys. Bryce, what do roller coasters mean to you? What does being a roller coaster enthusiast mean to you?
I enjoy them.
I got you right on the spot. Put you right on the spot.
Can't do that. I enjoy them. I think they're fun.
What's another great thing about being a coaster enthusiast?
Definitely all the friends you've made.
Yes. Yeah.
And all the buddies.
Yeah. What would you say to somebody that's young, maybe having a hard time in school or whatever?
That's what I like, and I just think about all the coasters that I'll ride if I get an A.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta think of.
Yeah. Great. Yeah.
And it works.
It's been like 2 years, and I finally got to meet this guy right here.
My name's Joe DeCilio.
Yeah.
Meeting Rich for the first time.
Yep.
Talk to him all the time, help him support his page. Action for roller coasters. Just love it, man.
Yep. And that's what I always say, you know, coasters bring people together. And, Yep. And, you know, this is proof of it. Finally, after about 2 years, finally getting to meet this guy. What is the best part about being a coaster enthusiast?
The best part of being a coaster enthusiast is all the people that you meet and all the events that we get to attend and all the goofing around that we do together and just all the new experiences, different parks, and it's a good time.
Ladies, what is the best part about being coaster enthusiasts?
I'll go first. The community, like connecting with other people, sharing your hobby together.
Yes. Look at Carrie, she's like, I don't know.
The adventures.
The adventures.
Just doing new rides, new things, and spending it with friends.
The traveling and getting to get new credits and the friendships.
Those credits, yes.
There we go. What's the best part about being a roller coaster enthusiast?
ERTs.
ERTs.
ERTs are great.
Yep.
So many rides on stuff.
What would you say to anybody that's young that maybe is maybe is having a hard time in school or a hard time making friends?
Get out there and do it. Don't hold back.
Be a coaster enthusiast, right?
Rich will motivate you.
Rich. I'm here with Jay.
Matt, get in.
This is first time I got to meet him.
Hey, guys.
Through
I'm just,
Kim.
hiding back your piece.
And Jay's channel is McVenture Coaster Vlogs. What's the best part, Jay, of being a coaster enthusiast?
The best part about being a coaster enthusiast is I like to travel, so that's one of my favorite things. And I am an adrenaline junkie. I love the feeling of dopamine going through my body.
Yes.
And it's like a therapy.
Yeah, that was kind of relates to my next question. Eh?
Yeah.
Like, for anybody maybe dealing with a hard time, or would you say being a coaster enthusiast could get you through a hard time?
Yeah, definitely. I have high functioning autism right over here, and I deal with anxiety. A lot of overthinking involved, but what I usually do is I enjoy riding roller coasters, and I also do it with people that love to do it just as much as I do.
Yep.
That makes it even better.
Yes, it does. Obviously, I go to all these theme parks with my sweet little Haley, and we have such a great time on all these coasters. Really, she's one of the main reasons I became a roller coaster enthusiast, because of just seeing her expressions on the rides and just seeing how much joy and her facing fear and things like that. So that was another reason for me really enjoying roller coasters. But what is your favorite thing about being a coaster enthusiast?
I really like when it brings people together, and it just makes me feel happy.
Atta girl.
With any community, there's always people that are more positive and people that are sometimes negative. My hope is that people can look past differences of opinions and realize that we all love the same thing, which is coasters. I hope everyone has a great day. God bless.